Hey everybody, how's it going? Alec and Stuff here, and welcome back to the channel. So, today, doing something a little different, but not entirely foreign. So you might be asking, Alec, what exactly do you mean by that? Well, number one, I'm here in my kitchen, and I just got out of the shower, and if you're watching this, it's probably Thursday, November, I almost said a couple different things, November 28th, which is, for those of you that don't know, Thanksgiving here for those of us in America. And if you're not really super aware of what Thanksgiving is, it's a day where we take a look back at the past year or however long and give thanks to all the people and experiences we have had along the way. And we also use it as a good excuse to eat a bunch of delicious good food. So I'm excited about both of those things. But today I wanted to bring something back that I used to do on the channel way back in the day. That was actually in the days before this channel was even focused on gaming. It was more focused on music, which is a fun fact that I'm sure most of you don't actually know. But back in the day, I used to do these sort of, usually around the holidays, these kind of just sit down, unscripted, just me and you having a chat. And today, I wanted to mark the first endeavor into bringing those back. So, in the interest of Thanksgiving, I wanted to talk about a couple of things I'm thankful for and a few of the other things as well. So, I guess without further ado, oh boy, you can tell this is unscripted. Oh man, to this year, 2019, honestly has been interesting. Not only has it felt like 2019 just started, and as a matter of fact, it doesn't even feel like this year has been a full year. It kind of just flew by. And, despite the fact that it's been so fleeting, I kind of wanted to make it a point to try and remember as many of the good times as we've had this year, as many of the positive experiences we've had this year as well. Starting with earlier this year, I had my birthday. My birthday falls in February, around the end of February, which I would consider pretty early on in the year. And this year, for my birthday, I've never been the person to kind of like, hey guys, it's my birthday, woo, let's go celebrate. I've never been that guy, but this year, I kind of wanted to make it a trend. I actually started it last year, technically, I guess, but moving forward, I kind of wanted it to make it a thing where every year for my birthday, we hop on stream, we stream for most of the day, and kind of use it as a vehicle to play a bunch of awesome games together in one day. And I decided to do that again this year, and this is something that I've been thinking about for like a couple months. But man, what a killer day! That was honestly, one of my favorite birthdays I've had in a while. And you might find me saying this about a lot of the things that I'm going to be talking about today. But man, this year my birthday was just great. Another year around the sun. Turned 47. Just kidding, not 47. But all in all, it was a great birthday. But I think the real big takeaway for those of you that are members of the channel is that we actually surpassed 2,000 subscribers around that same time as well. So another big milestone. And then for those of you that also aren't aware, this channel here is actually a pretty big part of my life and has led to a lot of amazing friendships, a lot of amazing experiences, things like that. So I never want it to be, I never want to go, what am I trying to say? I don't want to come across as ungrateful for any of that. So that's also another one of the points of these videos, or another point of this video that I'm making today. Is I never want to be that guy that takes anything for granted, So I want to make it a big point that you watching right now, I'm getting real close to the camera. I'm thankful for you, and you are awesome and amazing, and you impress me every single day. So thank you for that. But yeah, we surpassed 2,000 subscribers early on in February. And it was a pretty amazing milestone. We used it as an excuse to make our first ever Q&A, which was fun to film. I did some dancing in my backyard, which don't take dance lessons from me. But anyway, so that was fun. And then of course, a little bit later on, a couple months later, we had our whole E3 shenanigans where every year we try to make it a point to go out to E3, kind of play some of the new games that Nintendo's, mainly Nintendo, is showcasing. And boy, this year was amazing. It's gonna be right up there with E3 2016 for me. In E3 2016, I actually had the chance to play Zelda Breath of the Wild directly after it was announced, like hours later, and it was amazing. It was awesome. And this year I got this year, yes, I got the chance to play a couple of other games, including Pokemon, including Link's Awakening, Luigi's Mansion 3, and this year Nintendo had some pretty awesome setups for all three of those games. So it was awesome. I got to go with a good friend of the channel. You've probably heard of her, Shadow Link, which was I'm using so many words over and over again, but awesome, amazing. I loved it as usual. So thank you all for that. And here's another thing, like these things that I'm talking about would not even be possible without you guys watching. So you guys just really enrich my life in ways that you probably aren't even aware. So thank you again for that. This whole video is probably just about you in some weird roundabout way, but anyway, that was earlier on in the summer, and then a couple of events happened just recently, and I feel so exhausted in a way, because so many games have been coming out so rapidly that it feels like okay, this one's done, on to the next one, and on to the next one, you know what I mean? Nintendo's just had like a really busy holiday season. So relatively recently, we also did Halloween. Halloween was another one where it was the most fun I've had on that holiday in a while. You know, I'm not really a big Halloween person. I don't go out and dress up anymore. And even when I did, I mean, it wasn't something that I was like amped up about, you know? So for Halloween this year, I decided that, you know, Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming out on Halloween. Nintendo's getting in on the spirit, so I should too. So we decided to play through the entirety of Luigi's Mansion in one sitting. It was about 11-ish hours. Or actually, it was about 10 and a half. Was it about 10 and a half? Jeez. It was about 10 and a half hours. But at the time, that was actually our longest stream that we've ever had on the channel. 10 and a half-ish hours of us just playing through the entirety of Luigi's Mansion 3 in one sitting. First of all, can't remember the last time I did something like that where I played through an entire game because I was so just entranced with it without getting up, without taking a break in one go. So that was awesome. We also had like just so many people come in and out every day, or like throughout the day. It was awesome. It was amazing. So thank you all for making that a really, really interesting and overall just fun day. But you'll notice that I said at the time that was our longest stream that we've ever had, because not too long after that, Nintendo released, obviously, Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is a big thing right now. And every year, this is another thing that I want to make a sort of like a tradition as well. So the big holiday game this year was obviously going to be Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it is. People are loving it. They're playing the crap out of it, myself included. And this past week, actually, we hosted Pokemon Week here on the channel. So we streamed from the launch all the way until an entire week later, starting at 3 p.m. my time, every single day. It was about 6 or 7 hours every day. We just played Pokemon, and it was great. It was amazing. And the reason why I said at the time is because this past week marked our new longest stream that we've had on the channel ever. And it was in the interest of hunting Shiny Ponyta, which is I'm laughing because it's so ridiculous, but it's still something it's an ongoing hunt, okay? The saga continues. We never actually found the Shiny Ponyta that we were looking for. But on Thursday, this past Thursday, we hunted for almost 12 hours, people, of just hatching Ponyta eggs and just losing our minds together. If you're interested in watching what that experience is like, the video or the archive is on the channel. Feel free to go watch it. It's hilarious. I enjoyed every single minute of it, even though I was super exhausted by the end of the night. And yeah, so Pokemon Week was a huge success. Congrats to our winner, by the way, Magic. Hopefully you're watching this, and if so, thank you very much to you and everyone else that entered and made it for a remarkable and amazing week. And God, I'm still so sad that it had to come to an end. But that brings us to today. So, gosh, I've been talking so long, my throat is getting dry. But that brings us to today. So, as you can probably tell, this year has been wonderful. It's been one of my favorite years here on planet Earth. Another year around the sun, you know. And one thing that I learned recently, and I said this at the end of our stream during Pokemon Week, and I'll say it again. Number one, thank you to everyone that ever gives me any sort of time of day to come and tune into a stream, a video, you know, what have you. I appreciate you very much, and I never want that to be misconstrued. I want you to know that I'm thankful for you, and today is, for me, all about you. So, thank you to everyone that's ever given me any sort of support. I appreciate it, and this week, you know, streaming from basically when I wake up to when I go to bed has taught me that if I was ever to turn this channel into something that I can do full-time, that I would be over the moon. I would absolutely enjoy it. I feel like this is something that, you know, it's important to me. And I'm going to do everything I can to hopefully, you know, make that a reality one day. So you guys are definitely an important part of that. So anyways, enough of me talking about you. I feel like this whole time, I think you get the point by now. But before I go on talking too long, happy Thursday, first of all, for those of us that are not in America, and for those of us that are, happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you have a wonderful and amazing time at dinner, lunch, breakfast, you know, whatever you can get in some time with family today. And if you're not with family, then I hope you just enjoy the day. Today, you know, in the interest of the holiday, I hope you all wake up thankful. I hope you all feel special, and I hope you all feel appreciated, because at the end of the day, if no one else is, I am. So, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. Welcome to my kitchen, by the way. I don't think I've ever shown this on camera before, but welcome to my kitchen. We got some placemats. We have some fake fruit for you. You want a fake apple? I don't know. Why am I even still talking anymore? Anyways, have a good rest of your day, everyone. I hope you all enjoy time with family, friends, whoever, and most of all, I super duper appreciate you. So with all that said, without further ado, there's only one thing left to say before I take off for the day and go eat some stuffing. And that is, of course, as always, I'm thankful and stuff. I will see you all again real soon. Bye!